Hello, Toronto Medium here. I wanted to talk about how to get a good reading. So the most for your energy, your time, and bang for your buck. There's two aspects to how to get a good reading. The first one is you, obviously, the person who's getting the reading, also known as a sitter, and the reader themselves. So we'll start with the readers. Please do your homework before you go for a reading, whether it's talking to someone who's actually been to the reputable reader and had a good experience, or if you don't have that, you can even look on a website. Look at things like the bio, because that's going to tell you a heck of a lot about the reader, their education, their training, their mindset, and the modality that they're doing, as well as their mindset in their spiritual journey makes a huge difference in how they approach you and the ethics and integrity behind their reading for you. And ask yourself, does this reader feel right for me? So using your intuition, your gut instinct. And I need to throw in a little thing here about a reading. So a reading should be evidential in nature. What that means is that as the sitter, you are going to be giving them validation. When they ask you, it would be yes, no, maybe, I don't know, not much more than that. They should be telling you, except for in the example of, let's say, an astrologer, where you need to come into the session, for example, with a birth chart, where you would be asked, what is your birthday? What is your birth time? Where were you born? All that kind of stuff. So that is important, but naturally it should be evidential. They tell you, don't feed the medium. And so the next part of a good reading is you. Attitude and energy are everything. I will tell you this first and foremost. So consider when you've had a conversation with someone in your day-to-day life and they've been really closed off and withdrawn. You feel like you can't really connect to them. They may even be physically a little bit held back. You do not want to be like this going into a reading. So nerves are completely okay. A healthy skepticism is also a good thing to have. But keep in mind, it is no one's job. It is not a reader's job to convince you. So if you're going into a reading cynical or with a terrible attitude about it to begin with, like, don't even bother. Don't waste anyone's time, please. So something really easy that you can do before a reading is breathing, or when you're sitting in the reading, just breathe. Opening your energy, opening your heart center, taking a moment to expand and allow the reader to access your energy, and then you will actually get the most out of the reading. Also, come into a reading with questions or with someone in spirit that you want to connect with. Often the readers will have already touched on everything before you've even had a chance to say it, but it really just gives a directive for your reading. And last but definitely not least, please remember that each reader, each healer, every session you go into is different and everyone works differently. So just keep an open mind, an open heart, and allow the process to enlighten and inspire you and bring you words of wisdom and healing.